All right, so another Fiat video. I know you just dearly adore them, but that just happens to be what I'm doing today. So we're gonna finish it up and we'll start that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man, and today we're going to try to wrap up this project as much as possible. I just made it back. I made about 2 blocks from the house, and my pickup shredded the serpentine belt, and I was trying to figure out what was the deal. Well, the idler, the bushing has gone out of it, and of course it's the weekend, so there aren't any parts to be had until Tuesday. So I got her cobbled together. I've got maybe 3 ribs left out of a 5 rib belt or 6 rib belt, so we'll just make the best of it. But I got this little feller pretty well what I consider to be finished. Sad story, I never did get that one out of there, and I even heated it, and so now I bet it's gonna leak like mad once we use it. I've run it up and down several times and it hasn't dripped a drop, but I bet after heating it, I probably cooked that O-ring pretty good. So we'll just see. I mean, we'll probably have to fix it now, but we're not gonna fix it today, is what I'm saying. I got bigger fish to fry than that right now. It's not a big deal because I don't use it every day. So anyway, I'm waiting on my PTO shield here to kind of dry a little more better. And another sad story. My life is just full of sadness all the time. Everybody always asks what kind of paint I've been using. Rust-Oleum Oliver Green. I found this is an excellent match, and it holds up well and covers well. However, they are not making it anymore. I had the hardware store I deal in call because we were getting low. They had ordered me a bunch the last time, and Rust-Oleum actually made a batch to satisfy the orders. And so they called and they said, we're discontinuing that color. So they actually ordered everything that existed so that I would have it on hand. So that's a silly, ridiculous number of cans, but they are keeping them on hand until I need them, and I just buy them a case at a time as I need them. But she had one box there and said it's got 48 cases in it. So anyway, you know, I bought 2 cases today to try to lessen the load, but I don't know why they can't keep this up. I guess people aren't using enough of it, but I think you should all get a hold of your hardware store or whatever and have them request this. Maybe they can, maybe if we persist, they will keep making it. It's 280139 Oliver Green, and this matches the Meadow Green. Rust-Oleum's Meadow Green is not the same color as this, but this I have found is just exactly, I mean, every bit as good as the Agco match as far as color on the green. And I really have liked it, you know, especially if you do just a little part here or there or whatever. But yeah, it's a sad story, but I guess I got I got everything that's left in the world, unless they go calling around other stores and trying to find it. But anyway, that's not a big deal because we don't need it today. We got that done. I might actually touch this up. This is a new old stock end for this top link. My other one had a little bit of cobbling on it, like it had been tweaked a little bit there. So I found that one a while back and thought now was a good time to put that on. But once the shield's dry, I think we got that wrapped up, and then we'll just worry about it later, you know. So once again, I got to rambling and didn't even get my point across to what we're doing. But I said last time, or one of the times before, that I wouldn't mind putting a battery cutoff in this little feller, so I don't have to reach through the grill, shut the battery off. And there's actually a grill screen that goes in there, but I haven't put it in because, you know, battery cable. So my thinking was, if I got enough hands here to set everything down, mount one of these through here, handle sticking out. I don't think that will look too absurd. Plus there's already a hole there. Plus I can enlarge it to the size that this has to be. All we have to do is double check that there's nothing on the back side that's going to really limit us, you know, where this body of this thing won't fit down in there, but I think we can make her go. So let's get the grill off and then we'll see. All right, before we do any major catastrophe here, there is where the hole comes through, right there. And I got a little jumper cable to go from that bolt down to the thing, and then we'll bolt this to that. But I need to get the handle off of this battery cutout just to see for sure that it's gonna fit in there adequately. Oh. Okay, will this go like I think? I think it will, because even if it hits there, I don't think it will. I think it'll go all the way down just fine. It's almost like they thought that somebody would do this. The telephone keeps going Tweedledee, but I don't care. I'm over it. Ooh, it's gonna be difficult. Can we do this? No, we can't. Because we're not smart enough. Wow, my drill is off while we're gone. Yeah, that's just what we wanted, wasn't it? We got a hole through there, but she's not pretty. Oh yeah. I think we got her licked. Like I say, even if it's off a little, I don't think it's hitting anywhere. It might be hitting the back a little, but it's still gonna go. All right. Let's take a gander here. I want to see what position that's got to be in to get the knob to. I think I want it about like that, so that when you got it on, it's straight up and down, which means nothing to you, but it means something to me. Oh, I found another flaw in my slaw, but I think it'll work anyway. I'll explain in a minute. Alright, so the only thing that it's going to do that I don't know about is it's going to pull the sheet metal against that brace. But on this tractor, unlike the other one, that's not a big deal because it was against it anyway. It was already tight down in there because I believe that the headlights on these, although similar style, were made differently, and they actually had two bolts that went through those smaller holes to retain, and then your larger one had the wires feeding through it. I'm pretty sure how they worked from the ones I've seen. So it'll be fine. We just need to tighten that down somehow. And people are probably gonna say, this is ridiculous, why are you doing this? They did not look like that originally, but I think it's more functional, and it's completely reversible, other than the fact that I just made a bigger hole in the back piece. But the hole in the other piece, or the hole in the sheet metal, was already that size, so it didn't really matter. I didn't drill in the sheet metal and change anything. I just enlarged the hole in that back piece. There. Ain't that pretty? Because now, what's going to happen is, that sucker's going to go on there like such. If I can make this go nice, like. That's on. That's off. I think that will be a nice addition. Now, battery cable sadness. What can we do to make our lives more difficult on this? Well, step one is we're going to get the old battery cable loose, which is not really old. It's one that I had made this winter. And we're going to take it loose from this here. Maybe. Okay. Step one complete. That is now going to go there. And this, my friends, is going to go in there. It's going to go like this, I think. Or it's actually going to go in some way that probably won't work, and we'll complain and cry. Yeah, I should have. It's fine. It'll go. Can I go like that? This battery cable's pretty flexible and forgiving. I just don't want it to touch the other thing and arc out, and then basically it would always be on anyway. That would defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to accomplish here. And like I said, it's just a ground cable, so it's not like it's gonna, if it rubs the sheet metal, it ain't ideal, but it ain't gonna torch anything. I think it'll be fine. Alright. We're going to have to figure out how to do this type of thing on Freddy somehow, because that grill is even more difficult to get off than this one. It's actually supposed to be physically bolted to it. So, okay. Now, we got our sockets all out of whack. Not that one. Okay. Let's tighten. Okay, I don't know why I put that socket away already, because we got one more to do. Let me figure out where's the, probably like that. It's enough that it might even make a guy tighten up the battery cables, you know, or mount the battery solid, or, you know, any other combination of appropriate things that should happen. Probably not, though. We'll probably just keep on like we were. There. Alright, well, we got that in there. Let's put, I'm liking it, fellers. Let's tighten up even the, I guess we, should we? I don't know. Should we tighten up the... It's awfully oily under here. Surely my oil cup isn't leaking, is it? You better not be, buddy, because the last guy that was in that spot is about an 1/8 inch thick now. Sure. Alright, I think we got us something. We need to probably test it now, make sure that it's functional, but I'm liking the idea. Let's just put our tools on the flat surface instead of putting them away, yeah. Now, right now it should be off. No action. Then we do this, bonk, lights. Sweet. Then we shut that. And we go like this. And we got no power. Fantastic. And it doesn't look too ridiculous when you look at it. Average Joe would not know that that's not supposed to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hunt up a screen now. I know I got one of those here somewhere that goes behind this grill, and see what we can do about making it the way it should be. I probably should wash my hands before touching this white colored grill. There is 2 tabs that it's supposed to hook in somehow, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to get some of those automotive, what do you call them? Clippy clip things that go over the holes, and then they have threads in the back side, you know, like you see on automotive body panels. Probably what's gonna have to happen in order to make that go. So let me dig up the screen and we'll see what I got. Okay, no, there's another piece. I forgot about this bar. This bar is what bolts to those holes. And then your screen, if I lay it here and scuff it all up, your screen goes in there somehow or another. And it just kind of hangs out in there. Right? And then it bolts to that bar. And I guess nothing holds it on the bottom. But anyway, so in order for that to go, I've got to attach this bar to that piece, which shouldn't be a big deal. I could probably come up with some type of bolt and nut situation and get behind there and hold a nut and tighten it maybe. Huh. Well, we're going to use American fasteners, that's for sure, because I don't think I have any metric nuts for these, but we'll come up with something. Alright. I'm not sure how this is going to go. What else is new though? But I managed to... I'm going to try these. I think these screw-headed things will work. However, I don't know if you'll be able to see. Now, that is awfully too much tight. I don't like that. It is long enough. Maybe I could just start it like that. I never thought of that. I'm trying to go. I think that's going to work. Yep. Okay. So we're going to have to get another flat washer. Couple flat washers, which I got to the side there. And we'll have to get this piece the right shape, because apparently it's not the right shape now. Ain't that nuts? How could this be? Alright. There we go. Nope, we can't. We're a loser. Okay, you'll go. I promise you'll go. You do every time. Remember, the Chinesium metal of this grill is making things line up so spectacularly. Now, I bet we've scratched the nose of this grill all up, but that's fine. Oh, and then this is flat-headed screws, so That way it's more difficult and we can't get it done. But I think it's gonna work. I'll go get a flat screwdriver now, and we'll see if we can't quarter turn those and make them go. Okay. It's just like a pin with a notch in it, so I don't think that there's not a lot I can do here. Okay. Okay, it needs to go in with the slot this way and then quarter turn. I think we got it figured out. Let's try it now. We've definitely got the grill dirty. That's what I like. That's the bad thing about Clover White. There. Look at that snazzy mama. I should have probably painted the screen, but it'll buff. It'll be fine. Let's see, can I use my shoulder to polish? Get my fingerprints off of there. Yeah. Okay, so that's snazzy. That is the way it's supposed to be. And we are in good shape now. We got our battery cut off. I think we got her made. All right, let's say we see if we can't put that PTO cover back on, even though it's probably not totally dry yet, but I think we can make it go. At the very least, we can make a mess. We're very good at that. Let's put that down. It ain't a show pony. It's a workhorse. There we go. Just gotta tighten them. Well, it looks more snazzy. Like I said, it ain't perfect, but it's a worker. It's not a go to shows and parades only. It's gonna get dirty and it's gonna get scratched. I need to make some type of top link holder upper, because it's been my observation that overseas, guys like to just let their third link drag the ground when not in use. And over here, we kind of like to have ours tied up out of the dirt when we're not using it. So, I don't know. I don't know what I can do with the slow-moving vehicle sign here. It's really not going to work very good. I guess I could just always keep a hitch or something hooked up to it. I've got some of those drawbar things I've made that use all three links just to hold them up out of the way, so I could do that. You can kind of set it like that, but that ain't ideal either. Yeah, so I'm happy with the, I'm tired too. I'm happy with the progress we've made over even this weekend. I think I do want to get some more, I'll have to see about ordering those right now. Some more of those hydraulic dust plugs. I guess I am out of those, so that would fix that up. Yeah, but she's pretty snazzy now, so I think we will call this one here. Maybe it wasn't interesting, maybe it was, I don't know. But either way, if you liked it even a little, leave a comment and tell me, and hit the thumbs up button. Both of those things don't cost you anything. Heck, you can even say I'm the dumbest person you've ever met, and that's fine. It helps me out. So go ahead and do that. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.